Rika called Game of Life here on the Kiwi. Time now is 15 minutes past 7.
The Radio Wammo Breakfast.
Bond does Deutschland. It's Kirsty Bond in Germany.
Yes, Kirsty Bond is in Germany, ex-producer of the Kiwi Breakfast, now calling Germany home. Hello to you, Kirsty.
Hello, how are you?
Good. Today we're going to be talking about learning German inside Germany and kind of, I suppose, the crash course in German while you've been there. Kirsty, did you practice any German before you left?
Oh, we listened to a few CDs for beginners, but basically it was baptism by fire when we arrived. Although in saying that, so many people here speak English, so it makes it quite difficult to actually practice your German, and you have to really make an effort because you can either have an intelligent adult conversation with someone in English, or you can bring them right down to your 5-year-old German level and expect them to be patient and talk slowly and speak clearly and all that kind of thing. But I was at an event for work last weekend, and I was stuck there on the reception desk, and I was told that, it's an international event, everyone will speak English, all the presentations at this event are in English, so there'll be no expectation on you to speak German. But naturally, since we're in Germany and the people in the event were Germans, were approaching me speaking German, and it was really quite overwhelming, and it just made me realize how difficult it is. Despite having been here for over a year now, I'm still really struggling.
Is that because in different situations you use different forms of German when you're talking to people?
Well, that was one thing I noticed when I was at this event. When you speak to somebody who you don't know very well, or who you've only just met, or even if it's somebody who's older than you, you're supposed to address them with the formal version of the word you. So in English we just have one word for you, and it works no matter what context you're in. But in German you have to be careful that when you're talking to an older person or to somebody that you've only just met, that you address them with the word Sie for you, and when you're speaking to your friends or to your colleagues or family, then you use the word for you. So because I'm so used to when I am speaking German with colleagues, it's really difficult in your brain to make this switch and then all of a sudden start speaking using different words when you're talking to someone you're supposed to be being polite to. So I kept making this mistake when I was at this event, and then I was thinking, oh no, they're going to be thinking I'm really rude, and it was a bit of a dilemma. So
a little bit of embarrassment. So is there much tolerance, for people who aren't fluent in German?
I think so. Germans realize how difficult the language is to learn, and I haven't studied our languages, so I can't say how much harder it is compared with other languages. I do know that Mark Twain spent a bit of time in Germany learning German, and that he wrote an essay dedicated to the awful German language, and said that somebody could possibly, except for pronunciation, in French in 30 days and German in 30 years. So that might give you an indication as to how difficult it is. And another thing that's different to English is we just put S on the end of every noun to make it plural. But in German there's different ways of making things plural. So you have to learn the singular and the plural version of each noun. And then there's also different genders. So you can have masculine, neutral, or feminine for the nouns, which affects which word you use when you're saying the or a. So in English we just say the or a, but there's 3 different versions which you could just take a guess at being a foreigner and quite likely get it wrong. And as soon as you open your mouth, people realize that you're definitely not a native speaker.
Yeah, so it sounds like things could get pretty complicated pretty quickly over there. I heard that there was an interesting story about someone who was learning German, but they went into a coma around about the time they were learning German. Then what happened?
Yeah, well, this was a girl, and she had been learning German, knowledge of German. I think she'd taking it in also through watching TV and things like this. And she went into a coma for 24 hours, and when she woke up, she was a fluent German speaker, which was crazy because beforehand she really just, had a basic grasp of the language. And the one thing that
the downfall to this whole story is that she couldn't speak Croatian, but she could speak fluent German. So if I was given the choice to go into a coma and come out trading off my English for my German, I think I would turn that opportunity down.
Yeah. Well, good luck with furthering your German studies, Kirsty Bond.
Thank you very much. Can I just let you know the longest German word have this habit of joining words together so that they become extremely elongated. So the longest German word is 63 letters and 20 syllables.
Goodness me. And can you say it?
Rindfleisch Etikettierungsüberwachungsaufgabenübertragungsgesetz.
Hey, well done.
And that's the name of a law regulating the labeling of meat.
The labelling of meat.
Yes.
Fantastic. Kirsty Bond in Germany, cheers.
Thank you. See you.
That's ex-Kiwi breakfast producer Kirsty Bond.